Okay, because this is a big subject, and I have to make at least 2 videos about this because this is very, very, very serious. Um, there are there are whole plant substances. A plant is whole; it's a whole organism, and there are billions of different plant species, and also billions of plant species that have highly medicinal healing properties in the leaves or in the entire plant, in the root as well. Okay. So, and we need to focus on that because the whole plant doesn't cause long-term side effects, long-term damage, long-term neurodegenerative illnesses as the pharmaceutical drugs do. The pharmaceutical drugs damage people long-term. They cause real severe imbalances. Okay. A whole plant substances, the whole plant substances from the plants themselves, they are supportive. They really cure things. They really take care of the situation. They address the pathogens. They render the pathogens inactive. They kill the pathogens. The pathogens fall apart into different particles, harmless. The plant makes it so the body can flush it out safely, and the plant also supports the organisms, the animal body, the human body, with immune boosting side effects, immune boosting good beneficial side effects. So it's supporting the good cells. It's supporting your entire organ cells and everything. So that's Rudolf Steiner talked about, the importance of 100% whole plant medicine and whole plant food as well, because a lot of food is medicine and a lot of plant medicine is also food, so intermixable, Then there's plant medicine from plants that some plants are poisonous, in large amounts. So it has to be studied carefully. And there are plant substances, whole plant substances, that in small amounts can be extremely beneficial and very supportive also for the entire, as long as it is in its whole form, and if it's given in the right amount. Not too much, not too little either. It has to be studied, and there are people that have studied this already. Yeah. In the Middle Ages, there were amazing people that have studied this. Many of them were women, and their books had been thrown away. Their books have been trampled on. They have been burned, together with the amazing minds that have created the books, that have created the medication, because it went against the clergy, the people in power, the kings that had the clergy work basically for them as manipulators of people's minds. So it's the same today with the corporate agenda. The corporate agenda uses religion to manipulate people and keep them dependent. So, and with the Christian church now, has become so far the evangelical church, and has become to the point where they are inextricable from the corporate agenda. The corporate agenda has both hands and both feet inside of the evangelical church. They have completely infiltrated it, and they have made it into their vehicle of mass manipulation. They install fear in people. They keep witch hunt and fear and crucible and all of this. They keep all of that going. Otherwise, it would have long tapered out. But they keep this going. And in the countries where the people have less real education, where they have less scientific education, those people will be total targets of that type of mind control. Okay, I've seen this now, I've observed this on the internet. I can clearly see that in those areas on the planet where people have less education, they are also poor. The lack of education causes poverty, and then the religion can set in like a virus. So the religion is a mind virus. So this is very important. I cannot keep these subjects like sorted out or omitted for my presentations, because all of this is vitally important to understand. Very, very important to understand. There are some religions that are better than others. Okay, definitely, no doubt about it. Okay, Buddhism is definitely not the front runner of all religions, but there are even some Buddhist sectations where they are doing some terrible things as well, where they do some, I don't know, asceticism and flagellation, and I don't agree with any of these violent things, or self-incineration and stuff like this. So there are crazy side sects that split off and leave the original message behind. And so Gautama Buddha was a philosopher. He didn't want to make a religion out of it. People always make religions out of everything. It wouldn't matter what it is. We just have to keep that in mind. The message of Gautama Buddha was, he was the ultimate ethics philosopher. The ultimate message is love and peace for all living beings equally much. You cannot eat meat. Okay, the reason why the coronavirus broke out is because they're eating animals. They're eating pangolins, which are very lovely anteater related type of animals. They have like a belt. They have belt type of scales on their skin. They're very cute, and they're eating all kinds of these exotic animals and bats and when people eat animals like this, when they eat animals that they're definitely not evolved to eat, they're not supposed to eat, and we shouldn't eat any animals at all. And there's a cascade of direct karma that comes out of this, because what happens is when people eat different animals, particularly those animals that they're absolutely, they're not supposed to be eaten, they don't know the side effects of that, what can happen. There are some animals in the wild that have a natural protection, internal protection like this, that makes other animals not eat them. So they may actually carry some poisons and pathogens, or there may be a pathogen that later on becomes developed because of all the stress that they go through, or because of this perpetually eating this a specific meat that will then just have this side effect of creating a pathogen. The collision of these two bodies, that when one body ingests another body, there's a high risk of developing a very deadly virus in general. for all animals, particularly for very exotic animals, where other animals wouldn't even go near them, because they might carry some inherent pathogens that are actually coexisting with them in a carrier way, in a symbiotic way, in that way. So there's all kinds of things that can result, all kinds of things. There can be protein mutations that can come out of the ingestion of meats. So people need to know all of this. This is very vitally important. We can prevent world diseases if everyone becomes a whole food vegan, eating mainly raw plant materials. Very important information. So, and Dr. Scholl's, he has really amazing whole plant medicine on his website that people can buy. That you can also just learn from him, read his information. He has tons of information for free on the internet, on his website, and also on YouTube and in other places where he talks about it, the importance of whole plant food. Lots of juicing and blending of raw plant materials, and that alone can cure those kind of even very, very tough and very dangerous pathogens. So turmeric, turmeric roots, organic turmeric roots, I've been buying those. I've blended them. They taste a bit strong, but I like it, and you can mix that with banana or with orange and with filtered water, and you blend that in the blender and you drink that every day. That will definitely help. Okay, and I wouldn't touch any animal product whatsoever, not even any kind of that still falls under vegetarian. Don't touch that either. Don't touch cheese or milk or any kind of dairy product, any kind of goat milk, any kind of mammalian produced product. Okay, so I don't know about honey. I think it could be okay, so I don't know, but read it for yourselves. The most important thing is quit all the mammalian and the bird and any of those products, meats or products that they produce. Okay, so very important. No eggs, nothing. Okay, all of this burdens the body when the body is trying to heal from a very dangerous pathogen. So just raw plant mixes every day. Just basically liquid food is the best. As much liquids as you can, and possibly liquids that you made yourself, either juiced or you put in a blender. Blending is the easiest. You can cut apples, cut the seeds out, and put the apple part into the blender, put filtered water in, blend that, drink this kind of stuff every day. Do this all day long. I have one here next to me. I have my own blend. Okay, I made that with banana, apple, and soy milk, and some oats. I put like a cup of oats in it. It makes it creamier and thicker. It's the whole meal. I drink this throughout the day while I'm on the computer. I'm writing a book right now, so this is perfect for me. It gives me an energy boost. It's good for my brain. It detoxifies my body, and it's infinitely healing. And I really highly recommend to people who are sick to also get lots of citrus fruits and blend that, peel it, blend it, mix it with oatmeal, and filtered, purified water, as pure as possible, and that will also take the acidity away. But it gives you the vital nutrients and vitamin C and all of that you need. Okay, very important. And cayenne pepper, very important. Put that in as well. And loads of garlic. Okay, for yourself, not for your animals. Not all animals can tolerate garlic, but humans can, and it will help. Okay.